Uh-oh. Here comes trouble.
Straight from Twin Town Sports Central, it's the Grovcast. All right, let's go. Eric Grover here, sports editor of Wahpeton Daily News, and there is no time to waste, so let's get right into things this week. First, I would like to congratulate the Breckenridge football team on a great season. They suffered a heartbreaking loss Tuesday night to see their year come to a close. Talented group of seniors there, so congratulations, guys. And Wahpeton is going to be busy this weekend, hosting a couple Wahpeton teams. The Science School volleyball team, number 19 in the country, is going there for their regional tournament starting on Friday, and the Wahpeton Huskies football team will be there on Saturday taking on Botno in round 1 of the North Dakota State Football Playoffs. So good luck, guys. For those of you who don't know, on Sunday I was at the Metrodome getting to cover the Vikings-Packers game, and it was a tremendous experience. Thought I'd include some post-game interviews from that game in this week's podcast. So starting off, here's Adrian Peterson. Bonus points if you can figure out which questions are coming from me.
It looked like you twisted something there, a knee or an ankle or something towards the end.
Yeah, twisted my ankle a little bit, but I'm okay. Training staff there take care of me.
Does the way Christian played soften the sting of the loss, knowing you might now have a quarterback not just for this year but down the road too?
There's a lot of positive you can take from it. He stepped in and did an incredible job, and you can see the energy out there, offensively and defensively. But it feels good. I'm going to tell you that. It feels good.
A good game for you, but how frustrating is this loss?
It's frustrating, to come out against the defending champs and be that close, and not to come out, come up with the win. Those guys just got to give credit to those guys that made the plays, when they needed to, and we ended up on the wrong side of it today.
Adrian, you like to carry the load, but to see them open it up, 72-yard pass to Jenkins, you got to like that stretches the field right away and that excitement.
Oh, yeah, it felt good, man. It was definitely momentum, for the offense, and just the stadium was rocking. It was a big play. Unfortunately, he didn't get in, but we were able to punch it in.
But what does that do for you, too? I know that you like to carry this team on the back, but to have those options now.
It does a lot, when you're talking about just the running game. Guys got to play even. They got to stay true. They got to honor the pass game. And, it was a good example today. The guys weren't able just to stack the box and focus on the run, and with that, we're able to be a balanced offense.
Was there a noticeable difference for you? As you guys took more shots down the field, that things loosened up for you?
Oh, yeah. It was definitely, you got to give credit to the offensive line. Those guys did a great job being physical today. But it was definitely noticeable, things were opening up. Like I say, that's what you like to see. Like to see those guys, showing you respect, and knowing that, hey, we can't stack the box. These guys going, they can gut us and pick us apart. So it was noticeable.
Adrian, what did you think the play of your offensive line today?
I think those guys stood up today. They played aggressive. I'm sure they didn't win every battle, but they stayed true to a motto, and that's just being aggressive and continue to pound. So they did a good job of opening up lanes for us in the run game and protecting the punter.
Especially guys like Berger and the guys that got to come in and fill in.
Yeah, you gotta give a thumbs up to those guys. They came in and did an incredible job. It shows those guys didn't even think they was going to play, but they came in, they was focused, and they did their job and did it well.
What kind of presence did Christian have in the huddle?
He took charge. He was confident. I've never seen him, like he was rattled or anything like that. He felt comfortable, and that's something that I'm excited about.
He bounced back nicely a few goals.
Say it again?
Bounced back nicely from the 2 interceptions today.
Yeah, he bounced back. Wilson, he's a Heisman Trophy where he's just an incredible, athlete in corner. One of the best to ever play the game. But Christian bounced back and continued to go at him. And that says a lot.
How about the differences on third downs too? You guys, converting more third downs, you have to get in the rhythm more. You must like that.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. That was something that we focused on. We knew that our offense was going to be our best defense against this Green Bay Packer offense. These guys are very explosive. So just mixing it up and staying with the run game and adding the pass. to keep drives alive. That was something we practiced on all week, and we did a good job of that tonight.
How tough has this become? I mean, 1-6 now, I believe. I mean, just, as things sort of slip away from the playoff spot, things like that. I mean, what's the motivation going forward, and how tough? Because you've been on a lot of good teams, not a lot of teams that aren't 1-6.
Yeah. It's tough, man. But you just gotta look at it in the best way. And my mindset is just to continue to push, continue to strive, continue to work every week, and try to make sure that I'm doing my job to contribute to help this team win. So we'll watch this tape tomorrow. Put it behind us and get ready for the Panthers.
When you watch this tape and you look back, because there's plenty of games this season where you've gone in ahead at the half and then you've come up with the loss. What's the reason for that? How do you fix that?
I don't know. I don't really got an answer for that. I feel like we came out. We was pumped up. We playing against Green Bay. The offense is incredible. To say the least. Those guys just came out and put points on the board. I feel like we did a good job just being resilient and coming back and answering. But they got the last punch.
Does Christian's performance sort of tell the leaders of this team that it's still open? He's the best option for this year, not just the future.
Yeah, of course. You guys seen it. He came out and he did it. In spite of the 2 interceptions, he did an incredible job of moving the ball. So yeah.
Added some explosiveness to the offense.
Say it again?
Added some explosiveness.
Oh yeah, he definitely did that.
What are you looking forward to going into this Carolina matchup?
What I'm looking forward to?
Yeah.
Getting a W. Winning.
Packers best team you faced so far. The whole team, seven games in, is this the best club you've seen?
Yeah, I'll say so.
Just as a whole, or just because of the offense?
As a whole, the defense is, they do a good job of holding the fort down, and the offense is very explosive. They got the best quarterback in the league, and there's receivers all over the board that he spread the ball to. So, I feel like those guys are the best teams right now.
Adrian, are you encouraged then by the way you guys hung in there, or are you just disappointed that you didn't get one that you could have got?
I'm disappointed that we didn't get one that we could have got. We had the opportunity there, and I feel like Coach Frazier made the right call on that 4th down call. It just didn't bounce our way.
And for my Cheesehead friends, here's Aaron Rodgers, Super Bowl MVP and Packers quarterback. I got a couple of questions here, too.
Aaron, what was the difference in that third quarter? 20-zip, you guys in that quarter.
Well, we got the ball. First half we had 4 possessions, long time in between drives there. Big drive there at the end of the half to get the points. We got to within 4, and then got the lead there with the first drive in the second half.
You ever seen a receiver as open as Jennings was when that one tossed?
Yeah, a couple. But it's fun. Those are fun ones. Tough to throw those. You don't want to underthrow it or overthrow it. But just pump to the left, pump to the middle, ran out to the right a little bit, and he put his hand up. So I like those gimme ones.
Aaron, what did you think of Ponder?
I think he did a nice job. I think he's got a bright future. I like the way he plays. He moves around really well. He made some plays with his feet. Made some great plays, there in the 4th quarter, finding guys on the backside, moving around. I think their offense moved the ball well. Great start to the game for them with that long touchdown, or almost touchdown. And then obviously having Adrian Peterson is a plus for him. But I think he did a nice job.
You made plays with your feet as well, Aaron. It's probably required every week, but is it particularly so against these guys in an environment like this?
Yeah, I think you always look at when we're playing the Metrodome, it's going to be loud. They're going to get out the ball quick. You got to make some plays with your feet, move around a little bit. And I might have held it a couple times too long today, but I think I was also able to make a couple plays, keeping plays alive.
How did you like the final drive, handoff, 6 consecutive times?
Yeah,
that clock in the game.
I'm not crazy about the 6 consecutive handoffs, but no, it's nice to finish out a game like that. We haven't done that, I don't think, since maybe Detroit last year at home. It's been a while. It feels like where you got to run it. It's a tight game, and be able to do that. James ran the ball great. He made a couple really good runs, but there's a lot of good blocking in there to spring him. It's fun to end a game like that.
What does it mean to be 7-0 going into the play?
It means we get a week off, week to get healthy. I think some of those guys up front are pretty banged up, and Cliffy's out, obviously. Some of those guys on defense, Clay and Wood, I'm sure are a little banged up, so it's good for all of us to get a week off, and then just gets even more difficult going to San Diego.
Aaron, how do you analyze your performance today?
You know what? I think I was pretty efficient. Like I said, I maybe held the ball a couple times too long, but sometimes you got to try and hang in there and make some plays with your feet. Threw the ball pretty efficiently. But still, I think third downs and red zone. What I'm thinking about tonight, I think we were 1 for 7, maybe going to the last ones. I don't know if that's 2 for 8 or not. But, in the red zone there with a chance to get us a 3-score game, which, funny enough to say, it kind of gets our crowd into the game at that point. We had a great crowd today. It's great hearing that go chance, and the crowd was loud there on their last drives. It's amazing. So we appreciate our fans, and it's nice to be 7-0.
What was kind of said at halftime, and what was the key to such a fast start?
Yeah, nothing was really said. I don't think too much. There's not a lot of panic in this team. We've been down a couple times at halftime. Just a lot of focus. It's nice. I enjoy deferring because you can kind of double up there at the end of the first half. And beginning of the second half, we did that again. We had 10 points in the last 2 drives. And when you win by 6, you got to look at that as a great finish to the first half and start to the second half. We've had last year we played here, the same thing happened. We drove down, got a 2-minute touchdown, came out the second half and scored a touchdown and got those 14 points there to go up by 21. So those are big momentum turners for us, and glad we got it done today.
The Vikings chippier than your typical opponent? It seemed like there was some extracurricular stuff going on here.
I think you always expect that in a rivalry game. Maybe this is maybe not as friendly. I'd say friendly, but as friendly as maybe the Green Bay Chicago of 2011 rivalry is. There's a little bit more chippiness out there. Jared got knocked down there on a block and was pretty upset about it. That kind of snowballed into a couple things after the play. That's kind of part of it, but I think we rose above it pretty good.
Did you think that the injuries affect?
How do you feel this team's carried this year so far?
I think we played pretty good. It's tough to win games in this league. It's tough to win on the road. We're 2-0 in our division now, and it's a good start for us. We got to get healthy now and get ready for a tough stretch here.
Who gives who more confidence, you or your receivers?
Well, it's nice to know that they put the ball in their area, that they're gonna come down with it, or it's gonna be incomplete. I think the guys made some really nice plays today, nice catches. It's just a comfort level that starts in practice and goes in the off seasons as well. So a lot of confidence with those guys.
Given that the Vikings were without, I think, 3 of their 4 starters in the backfield, did you kind of figure that there was going to be an opportunity to make some plays today?
Yeah, I kind of thought we might throw a little bit more, actually, with Cook and Winfield out and, them playing some guys who might not get a ton of playing time. I thought we'd maybe throw a little bit more, but the way that the game kind of was flowing in the first half with us not getting a lot of possessions kind of hindered us from having a ton of passing attempts, but I think we were pretty efficient throwing it.
Aaron, how important was your first drive after Minnesota scores a quick touchdown? You guys go 91 yards.
Yeah, it was a big one. The toughest thing about playing in the dome is you got to withstand that first surge. And their first play of the game was a big time throw and catch and run, and they score a couple plays later. So that we get the ball, we have a penalty. We're backed up in the shadow of our own goal line. It's important for us to get a first down at least, but to go down and march down and get a touchdown was big for us.
There's some advantages to playing indoors. You've had 3 straight dome wins each game. You've been over 300 yards passing.
I like it. I don't mind it.
Anything else? Last question.
On the winning side, not much. I mean, we've maxed out our wins so far and our opportunities, but I think we can play a little better. But I think you got to understand it. It's a division game. It's a common opponent. It's a tough environment. It's a big win for us in the Metrodome. I don't care what the record is.
All right, boys and girls, that's going to do it for another Grovcast. I'd like to thank the NFL, thanking organizations today, especially the Vikings and Packers. And good luck to all the area playoff teams out there this week. Gonna have a busy Grovecast next week, so be sure to turn in. We'll see you later.